Good morning, Doc. Thank you, my friend. Well, we're getting ready for Independence Day, and my daughter's coming in tomorrow, and just really looking forward to taking a little bit of a break. You know, I'm traveling. I'm doing the shortest trip of all. I'm staying on the front porch. I'll go down to the beach and spend a little time by the ocean. We're only about 7 miles from the ocean, but I'm not going anywhere. The highways are already really, coming by the house like cars flying. So this is going to be a nice. As a matter of fact, this is going to be my weekend for my own independence. And so let's think about that for a minute. This is Independence Day for the country, but this is my week for my own independence. And maybe think about that. The gym was full this morning as well. Beautiful. I'm glad I didn't go. Yeah. When you think about your own personal independence, you often ask, independence from what? In the Revolutionary War, it was independence from the British rule. So when you think about your own personal independence, like independence from what? And my thought today is independence from negative thinking. We've been doing our daily reading of the 12 Universal Laws of Success, and today I know a lot of people may be traveling, so I said, let me just do something a little special and then pick up next week. But independence, personal independence, that you have to declare your own independence from negative thinking. And when you declare something, it's really a choice. You have to choose positive thinking over negative thinking. Many times people talk about, man, I want to get rich, but then they look at an opportunity and they want to know, well, how much does it cost to get started? Oh, that's too much. Very rarely do you meet a person that looks at an opportunity and they'll say, well, how much can I make? And so that's a mindset, folks. We have that possibility mindset, that positive mindset. So independence from negative thinking, independence from limitation thinking, independence from excuse thinking. So your own independence, as Doc says, decide, look within. Your own independence from negative thinking, from outside thinking. The world has a mind of its own. There's a vibration that we live in, the world vibration, which at this point in time seems to be very divisive. You see people doing things that just don't make absolutely any sense. You say, well, what's going on? Well, there's a vibration that's driving them, and they're plugging into it. So, independence from world vibration, from negative thinking. Second, independence from negative emotions. Stop being fearful. So many times we operate from a perspective of fear. I was sitting in church one day, and the pastor was asking for, everybody to step up and contribute to help the church grow and actually to help the church maintain. They were having some financial issues. And he said, if everybody could just dig a little deeper. And I'm looking and thinking about dig a little deeper. And I'm like, man, I don't have any money. My money is not where I want it to be, But then something came over me. Something said, you know what? If you give because you believe in this program, then you're planting a seed. And so when you stop to think about, man, how much does it cost? I don't really have any money. I can't give but $1. Well, whatever you give is your value on the message. So maybe the minister gave a really great message that could inspire you and help you move to the next level, and you capped it off by giving $1, saying that's all I have. You just blown the message. So many times this idea, these negative emotions, fear, it's okay to be fearful. In other words, to look at the reality of the situation, the prospect for danger, but don't be overcome by fear. Fear is just another consideration. You say, well, and when I was a kid, my mom said, don't stand next to the stove because you could get burned, but I didn't listen. And one day I lost my balance and fell back on that stove, boy, and I burned my buttocks. Woo! Right 2 days before Christmas. I couldn't even ride my bicycle. So I learned the lesson. So now, I won't do that again. So free from negative emotions, emotions of limitations, emotions of jealousy, emotions of insecurity. Always know emotions of courage, emotions of compassion, emotions of love, emotions of respect. So free from negative emotions so you can focus on the positive emotions. Emotions are like seeds, and whatever you plant, it's going to grow. You plant a seed of jealousy, you're going to reap a jealous reward. Let's talk about independence from bad habits. Ooh, let me tell you. In the beginning, we make our habits, but in the end, our habits make us. And so this Independence Day, declare your independence from bad habits. Maybe it may be a drug habit. It is over. It may be a relationship habit. Some people can't be, gotta be in a relationship. I mean, be in a relationship, if anybody, as long as they're just breathing. I gotta be in a relationship. I'm afraid to be alone. And so independence from bad habits, bad actions, ineffective actions. Independence from doing those actions that undermine everything you're trying to do. Good morning, Dawn from Barbados. Stay safe. I'm glad all is well with you. God King, sir, thank you. All for 80. All right, all for 8. Thank you. And Dr. Rogers, of course, I saw Kenya here too. Thank you. So these bad habits, Kenya Crooks is a personal trainer, and one of the secrets to personal training, to losing the weight, to sculpting your body in the way that you want it to be, is consistent action. So declare your independence from ineffective action, from unplanned actions, from actions that don't benefit you, from thoughtless actions. Make a golden rule, but before you take action on anything, you take a certain amount of time and step back and take a deep breath and let it out. And just be centered for a moment. Maybe before you take that action, ask yourself, who does it help? Who does it hurt? Is this action in accord with your purpose? Sometimes people will ask you to do things, opportunities will come along that are not congruent with you and your purpose. Then finally, this is the biggie, folks. Declare your independence from negative, bad, unempowering relationships. Declare your independence from anybody who does not love you and who does not support your dream and your vision. Declare your independence from dependence on other people for your own self-worth. If somebody else has to tell you whether you're a good person or not, you need to stop it. Independence from those kind of relationships, that abusive relationships. So many times we will endure a relationship that's not good for us because we're afraid to go out on our own. We're afraid. Where will I live? Who will feed me? Let me stay here. At least I know I got a roof over my head and food in my stomach, but yet I'm living in a field of abuse. So independence, knowing that it's better to live in a rabbit box where people respect you than to live in a mansion where people abuse you. So this Independence Day, this Independence Year, this Independence Weekend, make it a working weekend for you. Make it a weekend where you draw a line in the sand and declare your own independence. Independence from negative thinking, independence from negative emotions, independence from negative actions, independence from negative relationships. And so when you can do that, you will truly declare your independence and go forward into the second half of this year. It's interesting that Independence Day comes right at the beginning of the second half of the year, that you have 6 more months now to declare your independence from all the things that have been holding you back, to declare your independence from all of the people who have not supported you, declare your independence from whatever past failures have bound you. Look forward to your Goliath moment. Know that the Goliath is always waiting. There's always a challenge that challenges your ability to get your independence. Well, know this, that no matter how big the Goliath is trying to keep you imprisoned, to keep you tied up, to hold you down, you have the power to transform yourself so that your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, your relationships support all that you want to be, all that you want to do, and all that you want to have. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. Let's just take a deep breath for a moment. And just let it out slowly. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. So my friends, make it a great day. Make it a great week. Make it your day, your weekend, your year for outrageous success, knowing that you have everything you need to get anything you want. See you on the other side of success. Be blessed. So it is. Oh, let me do my commercial. Be sure to get your copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Amazon, there's been a real run on the books on Amazon, so be sure to get them. Go to our website, herbertharris.com, and schedule a success consultation with me, book a call. And whatever you do, thank you, Kenya. You know what it takes, brother. Dr. Rogers, y'all know what it takes. Friday, I'm going to take off on Friday. I'm going to take Friday off, so that'll be the only day I'm taking off this weekend. But my daughter's coming in tomorrow, and we're going to do a little road trip. When my daughter comes, I call it daddy time. All right, folks, go ahead and do what you're going to do, be what you're going to be. You have the power to make this year your year success. See you on Monday, Kenya. Thank you so much.